Why have parties? Political parties are important to a republic such as the United States. Basically, political parties provide a way for people with similar interests and goals to band together for political action. Political parties select candidates to run for public office, raise the funds for candidates to campaign, and help inform voters about them. Political parties also explain issues important to an election. When candidates are elected, political parties help them accomplish goals while in office through advice and party support. Political parties often hold rallies to support their candidate. Staying informed. Another key step must be taken before a person casts a vote. Responsible voters need to know what they think about important issues. Local races usually focus on issues that matter to the community, such as taxes, building codes, and education. In national races, the focus is on issues that are important to the entire country, such as employment, terrorism, and immigration. Sometimes issues in local and national races are the same. The freedom of the press has been granted to the United States since 1791. Newspapers help citizens learn about important issues during the election. When voting for leaders, voters have a responsibility to learn all they can about the candidates. The candidates are the men and women who are running for office in an election. Candidates give speeches and meet with voters before elections. They explain where they stand on issues that voters care about. Many candidates meet with voters face-to-face whenever they can. Getting the word out. In elections for major offices such as governor or president, candidates may debate online or on TV. Candidates discuss their ideas for addressing the concerns of voters. Candidates may also have TV, radio, and newspaper ads. Websites contain information and videos about their positions on certain issues. Citizens may display posters, bumper stickers, and signs to show other voters which candidates they support. There are more than 40 political parties in the United States. Debates are a great way to learn differences between candidates. Many candidates use social media sites to spread their messages. They set up Facebook pages and Twitter accounts that people can follow. Some candidates create their own YouTube channels where they post short videos. These videos show them making campaign speeches, volunteering in the community, and talking directly to voters about important issues. The internet allows candidates to develop relationships with voters around the country that they may not be able to see face-to-face. Getting the vote out. When the U.S. Constitution came into effect in 1788, only white men who owned land were allowed to vote. Black Americans, women, Native Americans, and the poor were not eligible to vote. However, over the next 200 years, each of these groups worked hard to gain the right to vote and succeeded. African American men first legally voted in 1867. 3 years later, the 15th Amendment was adopted to guarantee their right to vote. It took nearly 100 years more for that right to become fully protected under the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Women were granted the right to vote in 1920 through the 19th Amendment. The issue was originally brought to Congress in 1878, but was rejected. It took more than 40 years of organizing and earning the right in several states for the amendment to be added to the U.S. Constitution. Before 1924, most Native Americans were not considered U.S. citizens. As a result, they were not allowed to vote. The Indian Citizenship Act of 1924 granted citizenship to all Native Americans born in the United States. This allowed them to legally vote.